If you're into making your own stationery, invitations, scrapbooks, or other paper craft, you've probably heard the term acid-free paper a time or two. But what does this term mean, and why does it seem like everybody's seeking out acid-free paper? In this video, I'll tell you all about it, why it's important, and where you can find a fine collection of acid-free specialty paper. Acid-free paper is paper that has a pH level of 7 or above. Think back to your high school chemistry class. Acidity is measured on a pH scale of 1 to 14. 7 is neutral, anything below 7 is acidic, and anything above 7 is alkaline, or base. So what's the big deal with acid-free paper, you ask? Acid in paper can cause the paper to turn yellow, fade, turn brittle, and overall deteriorate over time. A perfect example of a non-acid-free paper is a newspaper. Since they're designed to be read and tossed in a day or two, newspapers are made with no regard to acidity or longevity. And if you've ever kept a clipping around, you know how quickly they can turn yellow. This is something you don't want to happen to your invitations or scrapbooks. Acid in paper comes from lignin, a naturally occurring chemical compound found in trees and other plants that holds wood fiber together. And since paper is made of wood fiber, the stuff is inevitable. While lignin itself is not an acid, it does give off acid as it deteriorates over time. In essence, this means that if you have a paper that is acid-free but not lignin-free, the paper will slowly become acidic over time as the lignin deteriorates. However, this is many, many years, longer than most lifetimes. It's important to understand that although there are many acid and lignin-free papers out there, all acid-free papers are not necessarily lignin-free as well. However, most quality wood pulp papers that are acid-free are manufactured to eliminate most of this lignin, as well as to neutralize the acid that can cause the damage we discussed before. Briefly summarize, the acid-free paper manufacturing process neutralizes acid and reduces or eliminates lignin in two main ways. The first is by removing lignin from the pulp prior to paper production. When wood pulp is created for the future production of paper, lignin is separated from wood fibers by chemicals. The second is buffering, and this means that while they're making the wood pulp, any acids present in the pulp will be neutralized by adding an alkaline or base substance, usually calcium carbonate. So now that you know how important acid-free paper is, where do you get it? Well, LCI, of course. We understand that you don't want your invitation scrapbook pages or other paper projects to deteriorate over time. This is why all of the specialty papers we sell are acid-free. Some are even lignin-free as well. Creative projects made with LCI specialty papers will stand the test of time, as they should. If you have any questions about the specific composition of any of our specialty papers, please get in touch with us.